Okay, so I shared in my last video that my husband and I are about to become foster parents, and I told you guys that my next video I planned to do a full-on bedroom tour of the room that we have set up for our little girl. And again, we are going to be doing ages birth to 3, and we, for our first placement, are holding out for a baby or an infant. So pretty much everything has been set up in mind, like with an infant in mind. And I think I uploaded that video like a month ago, and we were like at that point waiting any second to hear back from our licensing worker that we were just about ready to be officially licensed. And then the weeks kept passing and passing, and we weren't hearing anything back. I was texting the licensing worker and just asking her if everything was okay with getting us on track to be licensed. And so I just wasn't hearing anything back. And I decided to reach out to one of the other couples that was in our class and ask if they had heard anything. And she said that they hadn't heard anything either. So I contacted the recruiter that I initially met up with to get us signed up and everything. And apparently it turned out that our licensing worker had up and quit. They think she just became very overwhelmed with the amount of work that was put on her. And I get it, because there is a lot of work and they have very few people to do the work. So it's a very large workload, very stressful, and I get that. But what I wasn't happy about was the fact that, there was no communication letting me know that. And because apparently we learned from the new girl that replaced her, who, by the way, has been doing very well with communication. And she said that she's trying her best to keep us in the loop, and she has been. But we learned from her that the previous worker, she did not update our files and didn't alert her or anyone else there at the agency like where we're at or anything like that. So we have been put back even further. We were supposed to be on track to be licensed at the end of November, and it is now January. So, but it's been extremely frustrating. I have been through the entire roller coaster of emotions. And I'm just trying to trust that it's all because God is going to put the perfect child in our home for us, because we are hoping at least to foster to adopt for just one child. But anyway, so we have been put so far behind, and our new licensing worker has told us it is her goal to make sure that we are licensed in 2 weeks. So I have just been, we've been ready anyway, but I have just been like going through and doing like the very, very last, like making sure that we are like ready. So I think I'm as ready as I can be. So I decided I will just go ahead and film this room tour for you guys to just show you. This room has been my project since September. So I'll just go through and show you like every nook and cranny and explain everything. And just know that like this room isn't exactly how I would like it. It's not completely finished. There's a lot of cosmetic things that need to be done, but that's fine. We won't even worry about that until like when or if we adopt. When we do that, then I kind of plan to, I just want to paint this room anyway, and some, like I said, cosmetic things need to be done. For example, let me turn around and show you this door. I had put up on the door here several years ago this little happy birthday sign for my niece, and it was supposed to come unstuck, but it didn't. Some of the little stickers didn't come off, and the ones that did kind of left like this residue. So it's kind of unsightly, but it's fine. It works. I can get something to like hang over the door and cover that up, so that's fine. So here I just have kind of like a makeshift diaper bag. It's not even an actual diaper bag. It's literally just something that was given to me as a Christmas gift. And as you can see, It's from Cracker Barrel. My sister-in-law gave me this for Christmas one year, and I think it had like a little blanket couch throw in it, so it's fine. It works for now, and this is just what I have hanging here for whenever we get that call to go pick up our first placement. This is just what I'm gonna grab and take with us. And as you can see, I have some binkies in here, and there's also like diaper rash cream. I need to get diapers. But the thing about foster care, when you are being licensed to foster, like as I said, we're doing birth to 3, that's a big difference between like the needs of those ages of children. You may or may not need diapers or whatever, so I haven't purchased a whole lot of anything in this entire process, just little things here and there. And typically, basically what you do is when you pick up your first placement or they are brought to you, however that works, basically what you do is you take the baby straight to Target, Walmart, and you spend the next hour getting things like diapers and wipes or formula, sippy cups, whatever it is that that particular child needs. You just go to the store and get everything all at once. And yes, the foster care agency does reimburse you for that. So that's our plan. This is all I have to take with me, which isn't exactly ideal to, you know, the children are already stressed out, and to just take them to the store for the next hour is, I'm sure, even more traumatizing than what they've already been through, but it's what you got to do sometimes. Sometimes people will, during the process, like while they're taking classes before they get licensed, they will just, you know, go out and buy stuff for every age. If it's in their budget, that is not in our budget, so we haven't done that. But we have been given things here and there. So anyway, that is that. I'm sure at some point I will get an actual diaper bag. And something I'm thinking about talking to my family about is, after we receive that first placement, if maybe in like the first week or 2, we could have what they call like a foster shower, which is kind of like a baby shower for people who are foster parents that don't already have children, which is the case for us. We don't have any children, so we basically don't have anything. So, but I think my parents would actually love that idea because they love spoiling their grandkids. So I'm thinking about having a foster shower, just to be able to get those extra things that we don't have. So that's that. This Barbie house was actually already here. This was a birthday gift that I got for my niece a few years ago. So that's hers, but I mean, obviously they can share, and this little girl can grow to play with it as well. So this bedroom used to be my office for where I would work on my essential oils business that I do on the side. I'm not really into it as much as I used to be, but this used to be my little office space for that. And then it kind of just evolved into a playroom for my nieces and nephews and the children that I take care of in my home, which, by the way, as of a couple days ago, I officially no longer babysit at all. I'm not a nanny anymore. I am done with all of the children that I have cared for. They have all grown up and gone to school, and they don't need me anymore. And I did have kids lined up for me to restart that cycle of, I basically will take care of children when they're infants up until they enter kindergarten. And this has been an ongoing cycle for almost 12 years now. And so it's kind of bittersweet that I'm done with that, because you are not allowed to babysit in your home if you earn money for children that aren't related. At least that's how it is in West Virginia. I don't know if that's for everywhere, but I'm not allowed to babysit in my home if I make money from it. So, but it's fine because the timing worked out perfectly anyway, because the little boy that I was still taking care of, he is in preschool and about to go to kindergarten anyway. So It's sad, but it gives me a little space of time to completely have the whole week to myself to soak up my last days of peace and quiet and sleep and things like that. So anyway, this at some point was just a playroom. And so there's a lot of things in here that were just already here. And this being one of them, this little canopy. I mean, is this room just not every little girl's dream? That was kind of my like vision going into making this room. Is I wanted to make it something that I would have loved to have as a child, because I'm one of 4 kids, and for many years growing up, me, my sister, and my 2 brothers, we all shared a very small bedroom, and it was not fun. It was very stressful on me. It was very chaotic, just not ideal at all. So I would have loved to have a room like this, and I just feel like this bedroom is every little girl's dream. So hopefully whatever child comes into our home, she will feel very comfortable here, and she will enjoy her room. So yeah, I already had this canopy in here as well. I just put some twinkle lights in it. There's some just glittery little pillows in there, so she can read in there, you can draw in there, you can pray in there. So then over here is my plan for this, is to kind of make it be like a changing table. I just need to get like a changing pad on there. I already had this desk as well. It's pretty much empty, except up here I have I think I'm going to put things in here like her hairbrush and some hair ties and things like that. Down here I just have a little bin of socks. Down here I just have some blankets. All of these drawers are empty. This drawer is empty. This just has some random toys in it. The curtains are going to change because I need to get some room darkening curtains, which I can see now my window blinds are kind of crooked. There we go. So yeah, these were already in here, and I do love these curtains. I believe I got these curtains at the Dollar General, pretty sure. So if you can't tell, also like the theme for this room, like the colors is like soft pinks, gold, like rose gold, and cream kind of metallics. I just wanted it to be like super girly and elegant like. So this is just a little cart that I got from TJ Maxx, and again it's got that like gold color to it that was part of the theme for this room. And so this is just going to be like a little station with like, I'll probably have extra diapers and things like that in here somewhere. Yeah, one of the things that I did purchase was like body wash, because the first thing I am going to want to do when I get a placement is to put them in the bathtub, because you just never know what they're coming from. So this little garland I got from Hobby Lobby. It is one of the things that I purchased for this room, and I just love it because it has like these little pearls, and I just love that. Like, this is definitely the vibe that I have for the room, like with the metallic like circles as well. So this little, I don't know, hutch, it's not a dresser, just kind of like a hutch or a stand, in the mirror I bought from my sister's yard sale. So it's a little janky. The doors open on it, but they're kind of like, as you can see, it doesn't really open that well, so I need to have my husband fix that. But I can put like even more like storage for diapers and things like that. That's one thing about this room that I like, is there's a lot of storage in here. So I just have this little tree because we were expecting to have a little girl here by Christmas, but I decided to just go ahead and leave it up, and I am going to eventually put up these little hearts for Valentine's Day and just make it a Valentine's tree. When I was little, it was like all of my friends always had like their own Christmas trees in their room, and I was never allowed to have that. And so that was like something I always dreamed of, and something that I felt like just had to be part of a bedroom that was every little girl's dream. Like every little girl, I feel like, wants to have her own thing that, you know, makes her feel special. And I don't know, that might be strange, but I just felt like I really had to have that in here. And I'm really disappointed that we did not get a placement by Christmas, because that was like my main prayer through all of this. Was like, that was my dream, to experience Christmas and give a safe, exciting, and loving and fun Christmas to a child that otherwise might not have that. And so we weren't able to do that, so maybe next year. But yeah, I decided to leave this up for Valentine's Day, and just, I think I'll just keep the bulbs that are already on here and then just like add the hearts to it, because I mean, it all matches anyway. I got this little gold box from, it was either Marshall's or TJ Maxx, and there's nothing in it, but I just thought it was absolutely perfect for the theme of this room. This little canister I also bought from my sister's yard sale. It has like these little like gemstones or rhinestones on it, and I just have like some essential oils in there, which is currently going in this diffuser over here. And it kind of has that baby powder scent to it, because it's like lavender, and I forget what all else is in it, but it just smells like a baby's room in here. It smells like baby powder, and I love that. Just some teddy bears. And actually, if you guys know Rhonda Empson, this little teddy bear is from her little country store that she has. My husband happened to be working in her area one day, a couple years ago, and I said, please see if you can find this little country store, and I can't even remember the name of it, but he was like, that's hilarious that you say that, because I'm literally working right next to that. So he surprised me and went in there, and I said, just pick anything. And he knows that I love teddy bears, so he got that little teddy bear for me from Rhonda Empson's store. So that's a very special piece in this room. So Rhonda, if you're watching that, thank you for this little teddy bear, and I'm sure this little girl will love it. And as I said, this is just a little stand with an essential oils diffuser. I think this wall is my favorite part of this room. I got the little metallic, they're kind of like foily stickers. I got these from Amazon. Trying to show you what they look like. They peel off and re-peel very easily. I love them. And then these I got from Hobby Lobby, and they just are perfect to show the colors that I was going for in this room. The gold and cream, and just like shiny and sparkly and girly and elegant. I love that. So of course I had to get the moon and stars and the clouds theme to put above her bed. So this crib was probably the biggest purchase that we made for this room, which it's a crib slash toddler bed slash it also will turn into a full-size bed. So I got a great deal on this on Facebook Marketplace for $100. So it has like extra storage down here in these drawers where I can keep like extra sheets and things. The bedding, a friend of mine gave me, that was her little girl's with the elephants on it. We did purchase a little Minnie Mouse for her. Again, we don't know how old she's gonna be, but you know, you want something there waiting for her that she can hug, something that will comfort her, and a familiar face. Like every little girl loves and knows Minnie Mouse. So we figured that would be just a familiar comfort for her. So there's that. This is just a pile of clothes that my friend gave me as well. We haven't purchased any clothes for this child. We've been lucky that our friends have given us a lot of clothes. However, the majority of the sizing of clothes that we have is like 18 to 24 months. And we don't have anything. I think I have like 3 12-month sizes, and I have 1 3-month onesie, but other than that, we don't have anything. So that's fine. Whenever we pick up our first placement, we will know more about what sizes to get at the store. And as I said, I'm thinking about having that foster shower, so if people want, they can buy clothes for her. But today I have just been washing all of the clothes that have been given to us and sorting them and hanging them up. But I ran out of baby size hangers, so I need to go to the store and get more hangers. So I just have those resting there until I get those. Over here is just this little shelf and my coffee. It's empty, so she can store, you know, whatever in there. This little sign is from Hobby Lobby, and this is just her bow holder. I think my sister made this. How cute is that? And I saw these hair bows at Marshall's one day, and I thought, like, I mean, how precious is that? Like, every little girl needs little hair bows like this. I just had to have them. And then these are perfect for like occasions like Christmas or getting pictures done or birthdays or whatever. So, I mean, I love it. Before I show you in her closet, I want to show you also this rug. I just purchased this rug from Amazon. There was another rug in here before, but unfortunately our Yorkie had an accident on it, and I just couldn't bear to have a child rolling around on that, so we got rid of that. And my husband, for our anniversary, gave me a $100 Amazon gift card to get whatever I wanted. And I said, I don't really want anything for me. I saw this rug on Amazon when I was looking for, you know, ideas for this room, and I was like, this to me is just the most perfect, girliest, most elegant, dreamiest rug you could think of. And I just feel like this rug just adds to the whole vibe of this room. I mean, it's just perfect for a little girl's room. So that is what I bought with my gift card. So I absolutely love this. How pretty is that? So over here is just this little shelf that I'm kind of like accumulating things as I go. I picked up a lot of books for her room. I can't remember if I showed this to you guys or not. I don't think so. This little book I picked up at Goodwill. It's like the most precious thing ever, and I feel like this is going to be like our special time together, because this book, as you can see here, it has a place where you can put a picture of the child in it, but it plays music, you guys. How sweet is that? So cute. So I feel like this is going to be like our bonding time together. I really need to get a chair in here somewhere, but where am I going to put it? There's just not any room in here for that. I probably would have to end up moving this dresser to another room or something. I really don't know, but I really would love to have a place to just sit in here with her and read to her at bedtime, and I just thought this book was perfect. So got that. A lot of these books were either given to us or I purchased from multiple different places. Let's see. How cool is this book? I don't know if you can see. It's like 3D, and when you open it, It's like every page you can see the faces. And it's called Jesus and the 12 Dudes Who Did. I got that at Goodwill, actually. I purchased a little potty training book because I feel like that's going to be a good thing to have on hand. Everyone needs some Dr. Seuss books, some Winnie the Pooh books, Minnie and Mickey. This one I've had here since Zoe was a baby, and Zoe is 11 and a half now, and I started taking care of her when she was 3 months, so that has seen some days. Sesame Street, and then some Bible stories and Christmas stories. So that is our book collection so far, and I'm hoping that like if we have a foster shower or something, one of the things I would like to ask for is like a gift card to Barnes and Noble or just like some bookstore, because I love books and I think it's really important to read to kids. I know it really helps with their development and bonding, so that is one of the things that I would probably ask for is gift card to a bookstore. These things just belong to my 1-year-old niece. We just have them in here for her to play with or whoever. This little truck was already here. This little Noah's Ark was here. I just have a blank picture frame. Let's see. Oh, this little Minnie Mouse book. I've really been getting into Minnie Mouse for some reason. I've never been a Disney person, but I don't know. I just think she's sweet. Excuse me. So this little sign here is what we announced to my family on Thanksgiving, that we are going to be doing foster care, and this is just a little picture frame that we had set up when everybody came in. So that was fun. Everyone was really excited about it. My parents are ready to spoil away. They keep asking me, like, do you have a placement yet? Do you have a placement yet? So hopefully, finally, in like 2 weeks, we should at least be licensed. So, just a little bath toy. This little Jasmine doll. You guys may have seen also this Jasmine doll. Okay, so there's a story behind the Jasmine thing. One day I had just purchased this blanket, which I don't think I explained this blanket either. When I was like envisioning this room and envisioning, I've had a lot of dreams where I actually have like my own biological child for years now, and they're like extremely detailed. Like I'm in the hospital giving birth and I'm taking the baby home, and everything in the dream is saying like one day I would have my own child. So I was just trying to envision like certain pieces that I wanted her to have, like a baby blanket, and I was envisioning like I wanted something that was soft and cozy and just girly, and I was envisioning something that was like white or pink with hearts all over it. And one day I was with my sister at TJ Maxx and I saw this blanket and I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was envisioning that I wanted. And it's also double-sided, so on this side it's pink with white hearts, and on this side it's white with pink hearts, or pink. I don't know if I said that backwards, but anyway. So I just had that blanket one day, and I was sitting in her closet, and I'll go ahead and open this right now, and I'll show you guys everything in here as well. But I was sitting on the floor, cuddling this blanket, and I was just not really praying, wasn't asking God anything. I was just like, I guess, being thankful and telling him that I was grateful that we're able to do this. And I was not expecting him to speak to me. I wasn't asking anything. I was just kind of in the zone, I was just kind of in my own little world at that moment. And you guys, so clear out of the blue, just like that, I heard in my spirit the word Jasmine. And I was like freaking out because of how pronounced it was. I was like, oh my gosh, that was the Holy Spirit. I don't know what it means. I don't know what the heck Jasmine is. I don't know anybody named Jasmine. But as I was like clutching that blanket to me and just giving God thanks, he spoke that to me. And so it's been kind of like a mystery this whole time. Like, what is the thing with Jasmine? I didn't know if like he was telling me the child's name would be Jasmine, or maybe she would come to us in like an Aladdin or Jasmine shirt or onesie, or if her blanket will have Jasmine on it. There's some sort of like Jasmine connection, and I don't even know if it's like this particular Jasmine like from Disney or something. Maybe her mother's name is Jasmine. I really don't know. It's been a mystery. And so after that, it was like I was hearing the name Jasmine everywhere. I've never heard of anybody with that name except in the movie Aladdin. I've never met anybody named Jasmine. But it was like everywhere I went, it was like coming at me. And God does that with me sometimes with like other words. But it was like Jasmine, Jasmine. I was like, okay, like the Lord is trying to get my attention with this Jasmine thing for some reason. And I feel like it has to do with this child, because that's what I was doing. I was, talking to him and giving him thanks that we are able to bring one into our home and help it and love it and give it a home. And so, one of the things that you have to do in the process of becoming a foster parent is you have to get like a physical and things like that done. Well, a couple days after that, I was at my doctor getting the physical done, and I was waiting my turn, and there was a little girl sitting next to me, and she went right in before me, and they called her name and they said Jasmine, and I was like, okay, like it just was following me around everywhere. I really felt that God was trying to get my attention with that, and that it just has something to do with all of this. And I just thought that was so funny. I was like, of course, like I've never heard the name Jasmine spoken so much in such like frequent, like so little time. And then I told my husband about it, and then it started happening to him. And just my friend had these little teddy bears for sale, and I told her I wanted them. And when I went to pick them up, she's like, here, I have this Jasmine doll. So I was like, okay, like there's something to do with Jasmine with this whole process. And so I feel like it's going to be kind of a testimony whenever I figure out what that is. So I'll let you guys know whenever I figure that out. So I picked this little doll up at the dollar store one day. So I guess I'll keep you up to date on that. So that's the story behind the Jasmine thing so far. So yeah, I got her a bath toy, this little thing that sticks onto like their high chair or the table, and they can spin it. And then every baby has to have one of these. And I think that's everything for on the shelf. Up here, I just have this little wooden banner that I got from Hobby Lobby as well. And this is just a little craft that my sister made and sold in her yard sale. And I just thought that was so cute. I would love to have that a part of this room. So there's that. And then moving over to her closet. Yes, I have been washing and hanging and sorting clothes by size. This is the smallest piece that we have, which is, let's see, 0 to 3 months. I actually already had this. I bought this a long time ago. And then we have like 12 to 18 months all the way up until two years. So, and then I still need to hang up all these and all those. So this is her closet. This was also one of the things that I just bought from my friend. And then just some random stuff up there. So I think I covered everything. So this is her room. Hopefully in a few weeks we will have someone in here. So let me know what you guys think. Pray for us. Please pray for us. And I will keep you guys updated with whenever we get a little one here. And when we do and get settled and everything, I really do plan to like vlog a lot, because I really want to just cherish and keep the memories of all of this. We are hoping and praying that our first placement will be the one that we adopt, but you never really know in these things. Sometimes they end up going back to their families. But for the state of West Virginia, actually the adoption rate, because of like the drug epidemic and everything, the adoption rate in our state is 98%. So that means that only 2% of these children end up going back to their families. So it's very likely that we will end up adopting if, of course, it feels right. And sometimes these children can be so much to deal with and so difficult because of the trauma that they've been through, and it's no fault of their own. And sometimes it can be too much for the parents, and they don't end up getting adopted because if the parents feel that they can't handle them, then that's not the best place for them to be. So we're hoping and praying that our first placement is the one that we will adopt. And then after that, at least I do still plan to foster, but really only plan to adopt once. I've always said that if I ever have kids, I only ever want one. And especially just trying to be careful with only adopting one, because as I said, I have had dreams for years that someday I will have my own. I'm not planning to do that. I don't even really want that. I've never been that person that's like, you know, I have to have my own child. I am like craving the need to experience pregnancy and birth and all that stuff. Never really felt that way. My passion and my heart is more for children who need loving homes, and I'm very happy to be doing this, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. So I'm not like planning to have our own biological child. However, if it were to happen, like, of course we would be happy and everything. So all right, you guys, this is her room. I just can't wait to have her here. We are so beyond ready. All right, bye.